Welcome back to News Gulp. I'm back in my rightful place after Mark tried to usurp me for a bunch of times now. What, 5, 6, 8? I can't keep track. It keeps on happening. And with me today is that usurper Mark.
And I would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for that damn Patrick and his hat.
You love my hat. And also with me today is Christy.
It's okay. We used a bucket of water on Mark and he melted.
And then I re-solidified. They poured me into a mold, froze it, and here I am again.
So anyways, if you live in Dawson City, Yukon Territory, you might know something about this particular story, but there is a bar in Dawson City, Yukon Territory, which uses a mummified toe that they put in a cocktail and you drink that, but that's not the weird story. Someone stole the toe!
Traditionally, it's good luck to let the toe touch your lips while drinking the cocktail.
Anybody want dead flesh on their lips? Especially, foot fungus to go?
Well, I just wanted a good souvenir from the bar.
Is the toenail still on there? Because that would be even worse.
Actually, I have a picture of the toe. Yes, it does have the toenail on it.
Can we give it a pedicure?
For a second, I thought he was going to ask if we could give it a name. And then I would ask Patrick, is there a name for the toe?
The name of the drink that they use the toe in is called the Sour Toe Cocktail. And it dates back to 1973 when they started using this toe, which they believed to belong to a Prohibition-era rum runner. I don't know why they decided to put that. I guess they put it in a beer glass full of champagne. But these days, apparently any drink can be used.
I would assume the only proper way to do this would be with a whiskey sour.
I feel like this is foot fetish to the extreme.
No. The only way to properly have this is you have a nice beer that's in a boot glass. You put the toe in there, then it's in its happy place.
I once met a guy who claimed that he drank the drink, had the toe not even touch his lips, he took the toe into his mouth, and then spat it back out into the glass.
Thank God he didn't swallow the toe.
Believe it or not, we believe that's actually happened because they have a policy now. If you swallow the toe, you're fined like $500.
No, you're wrong, because it's you're right. It's a $500 toe, but it's the fine for swallowing or stealing the toe. Oh wait. Okay, so in 2013 it increased the fine for swallowing or stealing the toe to $2,500, but before that it was $500.
Okay, 1, gross. You swallow the toe. 2, how do you get it back? Do you throw up the toe or do you wait?
Christy, I think we all know the answer to that question.
The answer is the stolen toe was a recent donation from a man who had to have it surgically removed, and then it was cured in salt for 6 months, and then the bar had only just started using it in its cocktails, and then someone stole it.
So not only has this toe been put in a drink, swallowed, eaten, shat out, and then put in the drink again. What the fuck, people?
Christy, obviously you've never been drinking in a bar.
I don't think I've ever been that shit-faced drunk to dare put a toe in my mouth.
This is shit that I would do after 2 drinks.
A woman who's been suffering from diminishing hearing loss for 11 years found out that it was caused by a bullet lodged in her ear canal.
Did she forget that she got shot?
Why would you put a bullet on the end of a Q-tip?
Apparently the Q-tip wasn't doing a bang-up job enough.
I mean, was this a loose bullet, like that had been fired from a gun, or was this like a bullet shell and all that she just, I'm just gonna put in here?
It was a magic trick gone wrong. It was supposed to be in the mouth, but it went into the ear instead.
What kind of magic shows are you watching? Let's have a magic shot here. I got a .45 Magnum. This article is a little bit misleading. It's not a proper bullet. It wasn't a proper gun. It was a BB. And someone was messing around with this BB gun, shot it around her, and she's like, oh, well, BB happened. Apparently got lodged in her ear.
How drunk do you have to be on sourdough, on the sourdough drinks, to not feel a BB flying in your ear and lodging there and not realizing it?
So here's a direct quote from this article. It felt awful not being able to hear properly, and it was so embarrassing. What, not hearing properly, or the fact that you have a freaking plastic BB stuck in your ear? Because if it's not hearing properly, then I got news for you. Lots of people can't hear properly. Like this guy.
Oh shit, can you imagine what would have happened if she got into an MRI? Boom!
It's plastic.
Oh, well, never mind. Your ear's off, that's not a BB! Ball bear. This is all a lie to me now. This is all a lie. Forget it. Forget it. Next story.
So, an emergency has been declared in a Russian town when more than 50 polar bears invade.
Binky has returned with his army. This is the best day ever.
Polar bears, like stormtroopers. What is going on?
Oh my god, could you imagine a bunch of polar bears in stormtrooper armor marching into a Russian town? That's the most Russian thing I've ever heard in my life.
Except they don't have toes in their vodka.
So, apparently these bears have been invading homes and public buildings. Like, they're just forcing their ways in, trying to find food and whatever else they could find.
Bitch, please! Sea ice is melting! Give us your shit!
I feel like this is gonna be like Australia with the state of emergency against their emu population. The question is, are the polar bears gonna win this time too?
Is there like one polar bear like uniting them all together and inciting them? I hope so.
What is that one movie where like the kids have their like friends and then the polar bears can talk?
Armored bear, like Golden Compass, yes. So I get the bears in armor and we march them all in and we can ride the bear cavalry, all the polar bears, and take back the north.
Pat, I think you need to finish this news, Gulp. Mark has gone insane.
Mark's always been like that. So, what they were trying to do, they're mobilizing like a military force, but they can't be legally shot because they're endangered. They sent a request to Moscow to allow shooting for some bears, but nah, that's not gonna fly.
The polar bears' lawyers have made it so they can't be stopped. This is genius.
So not only are they sanctioned under law to not be killed, they are invading and they're safe. Sorry, Russia, you're fucked.
Oh, it's even better because apparently Russia has an air force and air defense troops based in Novaya Zemlya. It's the area in which the USSR used for nuclear testing. So that's right in this area. So now we have radioactive polar bears.
So not only are they marching and taking over, now they're mutated and radioactive? Oh my god, how has sci-fi not made a movie about this yet? Fuck Sharknadoes!
I guess we have a movie to make, don't we? Okay, so that was a glorious story. We could all just take it and digest it and love it. Love it. Except for that toe one. That was really, really weird.
Polar bears! I like butts.
Can you lie about it?
No, I cannot lie about it.